Hey Sagittarius, hope you guys are all doing well today. We are going to do a reading for you guys and get messages from angels and spirit. These are general readings, so they may not resonate with all of you. Take what does resonate, leave what doesn't. And with that being said, let's jump into your reading and get your messages. See what's going on for you guys. All right, we're in July. Let's see. What is going on for you guys? What does Sagittarius need to know, angels and spirit? What messages do you have for them? Please and thank you. Messages for our Sagittariuses. It's taking a while for the cards to start flipping out, but once they do, they do. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. You guys are putting in a lot of work. You might even be learning something new. Four of Wands. Putting in a lot of work into a commitment. Possibly moving. Possibly celebrating something. Getting married. You got the Five of Pentacles. Lack of something. Possibly lack of commitment, lack of knowledge. This doesn't mean that you're lacking it. This means that possibly you believe that you're lacking the knowledge or the commitment to follow through with something. Two of Wands in your challenge and advice position. So realizing that you have the whole world and you can make that decision of where you want to go, where you want to head. So I'm getting a strong sense that you're feeling like the Lovers. You're feeling like you can't make those decisions, or it's beyond your control. And it's all about what you have the love for. What do you love? What are you committed to? So let's start clarifying and getting more detail. And there starts Hades chiming in the background. All right, so Eight of Pentacles. You got the World card. It's the beginning of a new cycle. It's beginning, like, there's nothing that you can't do. This could also be the end of the cycle of you having to work so hard and thinking that you need to have so much knowledge or so much wisdom to move forward. Like, possibly you've already mastered what it is that you're wanting. All right, clarify the Eight of Pentacles for Sagittarius, please. And thank you, Spirit and Angels. Yeah, you've got the Devil and the Three of Pentacles. So it's time to start believing in yourself. It's time to realize that you have put in the work and that you are going to be rewarded. You are going to be noticed for this. Like, it's time to begin that belief and not attaching yourself to the ideas, like the negative beliefs and the negative thoughts or old ways that you've been conditioned or raised to believe. It's like you've put in the work, and with this Three of Pentacles, and you're being noticed. Like, It's time to collaborate and be noticed for what you're doing. And it is coming across that you are being noticed for this, but you've got this devil energy, which is negative thoughts, negative beliefs, attachments. It can be addictions, but it's just that being bound and tied to thoughts and ideas that aren't really your own. They're exactly what they are. They're just thoughts and ideas. Like, they don't own you. They don't have to define who you are. Okay, then the Four of Wands, we got the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Cups. Yeah, there's some kind of commitment here. It's a wish. So something that you've wished for, and that can be a commitment from someone else. That can be a commitment to yourself. It can even be buying a home. So possibly, but with this Queen of Cups here, that's showing lots of love, lots of compassion for yourself and for whatever this Four of Wands is. So it really comes to me, and you've got the Queen of Pentacles, and she's all about nurturing your commitments, nurturing others, growing as an individual, bringing a stability to your emotions, and self-love, self-care. So this Four of Wands is definitely all about committing to loving yourself, having compassion for yourself, recognizing your worth, your value, and committing to your growth and your stability emotionally, your happiness, your love. Sorry, I have a string stuck to my nail. Okay, then we have the Five of Pentacles. So you're feeling like you're lacking something. You don't have enough. It's like you don't have enough knowledge, you don't have enough commitment, or you don't have enough money, or you don't have enough stability. And Sagittarius, that's a lie. That's a belief. That comes from that devil energy. Lack of commitment. It's like it's saying right here, you've got all of what you need. You've already mastered it. You will be noticed. Yeah, you've got the Five of Wands. There's conflict here. There's conflict within this lack. Like you feel like you can't move. And that can be conflict with others, but I really get the sense it's conflict within yourself. Like anytime you try to go after something or commit to something, you find yourself in a roadblock or a standstill. And that comes from not believing in yourself, not nurturing what it is you want, not having compassion for yourself, and realizing that you are human and you're going to hit bumps in the road. But you have here the Six of Wands, which is all about success, accomplishment, victory. So, yeah, and you have the Judgment card. This is you not believing in what you're trying to get, Sagittarius. It's you not believing in yourself, in your dreams, in what you can truly have. And even if this is a commitment with someone else, like wanting, a committed relationship, it's once again you not believing that you deserve it, and you do deserve it. You're passing judgment, and it's time to become aware of those judgments that you put on yourself, those restrictions. Because once you can identify those and switch that frame of mind, that mindset, and start showing yourself compassion and love and doing self-love, self-care, you'll notice that you won't be conflicting so much. You won't feel like you're lacking so much. It's like you blame yourself for why things don't work out. As in, if a relationship isn't working out, it must be you. Or possibly I'm getting a message that there's a part of you that you blame yourself like you're not enough, but then they don't see the value in you type of deal. And it's like, well, it's not other people's job to fill a void in you. And I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying that that's what you expect, but sometimes it's like when we first get in a relationship and you're in that big lust stage, everything's happy, everything's love, and, goo goo gaga. And when that starts to wear off, then we can start seeing where we're lacking stuff within the relationship or within ourselves. And sometimes we start to expect that other person to fill that void. And I'm saying, like, in the lust stage, the lust stage is an illusion in a way. I mean, yeah, you can have that, but it really, we still have to work. We still have to pay bills and do all that. But in that lust stage, you kind of just forget about that when you're with each other. And then when you start, and that's what I'm saying, like, in that lust stage, for some reason, the rest of the world doesn't matter anymore. Like, you may still work, you may still go do your stuff, but there's still just that, space cadet kind of energy about you. And then when you start getting out of the lust stage, you start realizing, like, oh yeah, I've got a job. Oh yeah, I've got to do that. Well, during that lust stage, it filled, those voids, those stresses. But unfortunately, we can't always live that way for most of us. And so just always make sure that, and maybe that wasn't the best example, but anyways, it's basically just make sure if you're not valuing yourself, you're not expecting someone else to fill that void. You should always be valued in a relationship. You should always feel loved. But if you don't feel it for yourself, you can't expect other people to fill that void and do it. It's just, you have to love yourself. You have to nurture yourself and value yourself in order for others to see that. It's like self-confidence, and it's not ego. It's, if you don't have it for yourself, you can't expect others to have it for you, which they should. We should treat everyone the same, but let's just end that there, because now I think I'm just talking in circles. So anyways, yeah, those feelings, like if you're getting feelings of lack or like financial constraint, or you're not making enough money, or you're not stable enough, or you can't commit to certain things or be happy about certain things, it's saying it's time to believe in yourself, time to believe in your success and what you can achieve, and acknowledge what you have achieved so far in life, Sagittarius. And remember to nurture yourself and love yourself, and you will be noticed. You are noticed. And to see what kind of judgments you put on yourself in certain situations. Become aware of them. And once you become more aware, you'll notice that once you try to flip those scenarios a bit, that how much different the world will project itself. All right, and then we have the Two of Wands in your challenge and advice position. And it is clarified with the Eight of Wands, the Tower, and the Sun. This goes right back to basically what I was saying. It's like you have the world in your hand. You have options. Yes. Does it bring obstacles? Yes. Does it bring challenges? Yes. Will you have setbacks? Probably yes. That's life. Not everything just goes smooth. But making that decision of what you want to do, where you want to go, what you want for yourself, and breaking down those old beliefs, those old ways of thinking, and honestly, old habits, even relationships and friendships that no longer bring you happiness and joy and make you feel valued. It's time to, I don't want to say like it's time to end relationships because they're not working out, but it's like it's just time for a whole new mindset, Sagittarius. It's like I feel like you've been just slowly getting in a rut, and you're now at this place that it's hard for you to even see which direction you want to go or what you want to do, but you realize that there's something within you that just is lacking, you know, spontaneous, I can't, okay, anyways, but adventure and fun. It's just, and it happens as we get older and we get in routines, you know, as you get married and kids, and you just find a routine and a job that you just get in a rut, you know. It's Groundhog Day, and I feel like that's been you, and now you're at a point that you're really starting to see that it's time for something a little new, you know. Change up your routine, try a new hobby, you know, even you know, talk to some different people, or if you and your friends always go out or whatever, or if you never go out to dinner or go to movies, or you know, make it a point to go do something that you haven't done in a while. And you'll notice that once you start changing some things up like that, it brings in different energy to you, and you'll start to recognize these judgments that you're putting on yourself, and breaking down those beliefs and those old foundations, and your happiness will start to come back. And like I said, I mean, if you're feeling like you're in a rut, take a minute and be like, where do I want to go? What do I want? What's going to bring me out of this funk? And really try to look at it. It's like Spirit and angels are telling me, really try to look at it as what will bring you out of it. Not, well, if my husband or my wife would just surprise me with a dinner. Well, if they haven't done that in a long time, it's probably, I'm not sure, here I go be negative. It probably won't be your day. Maybe it will. But you be the one that, you know, mentions it, or just go by yourself. Which, I'm kind of an introvert, so I don't really, it's not like I'm always going to the movies by myself, but I'm at that age and that point in my life that it's like, if I'm feeling like I'm getting in a funk and everyone's busy and I need to get out, like, I'll go sit in a movie by myself. I don't go to the movies and just sit there and be like, they're by themselves. Go in the movie and sit down. So I mean, those are just some examples and just some ideas. But, you know, just really, and make sure that you are doing self-care and you're nurturing yourself and your goals and you're being compassionate towards yourself. Don't beat yourself up if you are in a funk and you are having a hard time committing to one thing. Sometimes we have to stick our, what is it, your finger in pies? I don't know. I'm lost for words today. But sometimes you have to try a few different things to find what's going to be your little niche that you're going to pursue. So, all right. And then we have the Lovers, which is clarified with the Eight of Cups. So, yeah, you're walking away from things emotionally, or you're feeling like things that you once loved are not bringing you the same emotional satisfaction that they once did. And that goes all back to this other stuff. That's fine. That's part of growing. That's part of evolving. If we all stayed the same forever, my goodness, I don't know where we'd be if we all stayed teenagers. Yeah, you've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers, clarifying the Lovers. It's time to change up your routine. It's time to change that pattern. It's time to get back into touch with what's going to bring you balance. It's time to get in touch with your masculine and your feminine energy. Some of you might be experiencing too much masculine energy, taking on too much responsibility, and just getting in this circle, this pattern. And Spirit and angels are saying it's time to find that balance again. It's time to go within and find the things that you love in life about yourself and others. So, and it's like the Eight of Cups can be walking away from things emotionally. It can be someone walking away emotionally. And it can also be a card of you actually going on that journey to find more emotional fulfillment. It doesn't mean that you're actually walking away from a relationship, walking away from your life. It's more of, I'm going to go seek some more things that bring me more happiness, you know, like I said, more routine, more balance, you know, maybe a new hobby, because maybe you've done the same hobby for years. Maybe you're at a time in your life that you can finally take on a hobby, because I know some of us get so busy with kids and raising kids and hauling kids around. It's just an example. That then once they start getting more independent and they start getting a little bit older, you find you have all this free time and it's nice, but then you start thinking, my life has been so revolved around my children's life, and now that they're getting friends and they're teenagers, like, what do I do? And that's like going on kind of a emotional journey to find some more things for yourself, to nurture yourself, self-love, self-care, have compassion for yourself. So anyways, sorry Sagittarius, I don't know what's going on with my rambling. I mean, I'm reading the cards, but it must have been something that Spirit and Angels was like to make their point across. So that's what I got for you in the tarot. Yeah, just try to let go of those negative thoughts, those negative beliefs, and do you. So let's close off your tarot with a spirit animal card. If this reading is resonating for you, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. It really helps me grow my channel, and I truly appreciate all your love and support by watching. And I love being able to channel these messages. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's get your spirit animal. All right, spirit and angels. What spirit animal do you have for a Sagittarius to further guide and support them moving forward? Please and thank you. All right. You got the Peacock, Vibrancy. You were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life, and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. And that's perfect for this reading. And I've been meaning to say, but I keep rambling, and Spirit and Angels highlighted this here. Remember that, it's an infinite circle, infinite cycle. It's what you put out there in the world, you will receive back. So, first of all, value yourself. And you'll notice that once you value and love yourself, that the value and love gets shown back at you. And I'm not saying that you're not doing that. But yeah, and remember to be grateful. And, more good things will come. So remember that you guys are brilliant and you are vibrant. And you're like that beautiful peacock that you know when to be subtle and do your thing, and you know when to shake your tail feather. So this is what I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope that this helps you moving forward. And until next time, my beautiful Sagittariuses, I send you peace, love, and light.